Hey, I'm Scott and I'm an American in Bangkok. Today I just got a short message. But first, this video is brought to you by you. And it is brought to you by you because you are the people who are ultimately going to uh, allow me to continue to keep making videos or not. And the thing is that it's very simple. You can do it one of two ways. If you want to make a one-time hit, you want to hit me with a one-time contribution, you can go to PayPal and just send it to my email address. That's scottmallon@me.com. Or you can go to gofundme.com/Congo. That goes towards my trip towards the Congo and Central African Republic. And finally, another way that I just found out about, and I think it's great, is Patreon, Patreon, where you can become a patron of the arts. Basically, what you do is you go to patreon.com /Scott Mallon, and then you can find everything out there. But I'll just tell you, basically what you do is you put a number in, how much you want to pay per video. If you say, I want to pay this guy $2 a video, well, you know that from me telling you that I make an average of 4 to 8 videos a month. So that means you're going to pay me $8 to $16 every month. It's a recurring thing, but you can cancel it at any time. Now, here's the good thing. If you go $8 to $16, oh, I don't want to pay that guy that much. What you do is when you go in, you just put the $2 in per video or whatever you come up with, and you just say, okay, the guy's going to make between 4 and 8 videos. I only want to give him $5 max. So you can set the maximum at $5. So basically what that means is if I make five videos, I'm going to make $5. If I make 10 videos, I'm going to make $5. Okay? Because you set your maximum at what the maximum you want to spend, and then that's all I get. I get what I get. So I'm grateful for that. Anyway, let me get to this video. This letter. I haven't had my coffee this morning. And, I haven't been sleeping well lately. Don't know why. Too much stuff on my mind, and probably, drinking double espressos at 12 o'clock doesn't help. But I don't think that's what it is. I have a cup of coffee in the morning, and sometimes, probably 4 days out of the week, I'll have a double espresso. Maybe I'll have a tea in the afternoon, but I don't know what it is. But I don't know if you can see, but I got bags under my eyes, man. I'm tired. Before I go into this letter, I want to give a big shout out to the London cabbie I met with yesterday. Great guy, and thank you for being a fan and for everything. So, really appreciate it. Anyway, let me get to this here. This guy says, hey, Scott, I realize you are a busy man. I hope you have time for some friendly advice. Last year, we communicated about my desire to come and live in Thailand. Well, I did it, and I've been working here as a teacher in a small town. Despite all warnings, best intention, etc., I met and fell in love with a Thai lady. We've been together for a few months, and things are getting pretty serious. She's not a bar girl, not some 20-year-old or poor street girl. She's a fellow teacher, already has money, 2 houses and land, which she saved and worked for since starting her employment. Let me tell you something. I know you're new because you say, oh, she's not a bar girl. You got to preface your sentence with, she's not a bar girl. Whereas guys who have been here a long time, it's just like, their attitude is like, yeah, so if she's a bar girl, so what? Fuck you if you don't like it. Guys just go, hey, you assume what you want. And then, anyway. I never say, oh, my wife, she's not a bar girl. She was never a bar girl. She wasn't, but that's neither here nor there. When I talk about my wife, I don't go like, oh, she's not a bar girl. So you gotta remember that. All I have is my teacher's salary and nothing else, which she knows, so she can't be after me for my money. Don't go assuming things, really. But chances are slim, but don't go assuming things. My question is this: are Thai girls really as bad as many men say, or can true love be found with a Thai girl? Well, I think uh, that's actually two questions. Uh, are Thai girls as bad as many men say? Yes. And no. Depends on the Thai girl. I mean, hey, you hook up with some chick who's got a bad attitude, and maybe she hates her life, and she figures Farang owe her. And let me tell you something. I have met some Thai women who felt like, um, fuck the foreigner. If he doesn't want to give me any money, fuck him. He has to give me money. He's got money, so fuck him. I'm poor, and if he likes me, he's going to give me as much money as I want. I've met women like that, and you don't want to be with one. I mean, what's the point of that? I mean, it's like, hey, give me $500, and the next thing, hey, give me 1,000, and the next thing, give me 2,000. It's like you got to draw the line. So, when you ask, are they as bad as men say? Well, yeah, they are, but so is every other woman. I mean, this is not a Thai thing. There are bad women and there are good women everywhere in the world. It's not. This is not exclusively Thai women. And the Thai women, they have a bad reputation. They always fuck guys around. Listen, you hear shit because it's foreigners in a foreign land, and Thailand is a tourist destination. It's either the number one or number two tourist destination in the world, depending on who you listen to. And so, of course, you're going to hear stuff. You're going to hear about all the murders. You're going to hear about all the everything bad. You're going to hear, but what you don't generally hear about are the good things. That doesn't usually sell. Like man dedicates his life to helping old ladies across the street for the rest of his life. You don't hear about that. I mean, how often do you hear about something like that? But man marries the girl of his dreams, pulls her out of poverty, and she becomes a doctor. Sure, that has happened. It probably doesn't happen all the time, but you never hear about those kind of stories. People don't want to hear them, because for whatever reason, it's like you drive by a car on the side of the road. If the car's just sitting there doing nothing, then it's like, But you drive by and the thing's smashed to bits, and you're wondering, oh my, I wonder if somebody got through that. I wonder if they lived. Did they die? It's, like when you pass a car wreck or a train wreck. Some people, they want to see it. Oh, what happened? And that's the same thing, people, they want to hear about all these bad things happening. Oh, that dummy, he did this, he did that, he gave all the girls money, that she stole the money from him. And, well, maybe what it was he promised it to her, and she's like, listen, I dropped everything in my life for this freaking guy. He says he loves me. Then I find out he's got a wife. So, he had 300,000 baht in his bank account. Fuck him, I'm taking the money. And to them, they justify it. But, that's not to say that, again, that has anything to do with being Thai. It doesn't, in my opinion, okay? I think the problem is that being Thai and you being a foreigner makes it difficult to understand one another sometimes. And I'll tell you something, my wife and I have been together for a long time, I don't know, 15, 16 years. And sometimes we have times when we don't understand each other 100%, but we always work it out somehow to where we understand each other, or we just agree to disagree. But and let's get to the next question he's got here. Can true love be found with a Thai girl? Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, I like to think that I'm loved and it's true. And I like to think that all the guys out there who have wives that they say, that they married, they actually love each other. I would think that, yes, the answer is sure, of course. But again, this has nothing to do with necessarily with being Thai. I think the Thai part comes in whereas it's a different culture from your own. And that is what gets in the way sometimes. Okay, people don't understand, the whole sinsawt. They don't understand, about maybe the girl wanting to bring a friend with her on the first date or the second date. They don't understand the language, and so there's a lot that is you have to get through before you can really be in a position to get into a relationship. Now, he goes on to write, I believe you are married to a Thai girl, so I just wanted your thoughts on the issue. No plans for marriage, at least for another year, but I wanted some input from a man who knows the country and people better than I do. Cheers. Well, honestly, I don't know if I know them better than anyone. Maybe I have a little more experience. It doesn't mean that I know them better, but I might have more experiences racked up. Uh, but I think it's a good idea that you don't commit to marriage right away. I'd wait like a year or two, because let me tell you something. You may or may not feel the same way that you feel now. Um, and that's something that, that's kind of the test of love, I guess. Can't believe I'm saying that, but I mean, yeah, when it comes down to it, it's like, okay, after a year, if you still love each other and you want to be together and you still want to get married, and you still feel like it's a normal relationship, a healthy relationship, then go for it. Whatever. But be careful. Just take your time and be cautious. I mean, I don't think, and this has nothing to do with being Thai. I think it has to do with a smart guy is cautious with any woman that he gets involved in, because he's letting her into his life. She's becoming a part of his life. Just remember the movie Fatal Attraction and what happened to him, and all he did was just have a little quickie, you know. So that's all I got. Anyway, at least for now. So until next time, choke D. Wait a minute. I'm forgetting everything. I haven't drank my coffee today. Until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Choke D. Let jerkin.